War Dogs is directed by Todd Phillips, loosely based on a true story. It stars Miles Teller as a character named David, who's kind of down on his luck. His girlfriend has just announced that she's pregnant and he needs to make some money. He meets up with old high school buddy Ephraim, played by Jonah Hill, who's made quite a living for himself running guns, selling arms to the military and governments, that sort of thing. Ephraim takes on David as an employee, and the two of them run quite a successful business until things start going a little awry. Now let me start by saying I'm a big fan of Todd Phillips. I admittedly haven't seen Hangover 2 and 3. Was the first Hangover really a story that needed continuation? But I absolutely loved a couple of his earlier films, Road Trip and Old School. They were great comedies. Now this film, War Dogs, is kind of being marketed as a comedy. If you watch the trailer, there's quite a few laughs in it, mainly from Jonah Hill's dialogue, that sort of thing. But it's not a comedy. It is far from a comedy. It's really a drama. And not really a great one at that. So as far as what I liked about the movie, the performances were pretty good. There were some laughs in it, mainly because Jonah Hill's character is a complete a-hole, and so the way that he treats some people, that kind of thing, you know, really belittling them or whatever, like, yeah, some of that was kind of funny. The chemistry between Jonah Hill and Miles Teller was definitely good. I guess it was a pretty well shot movie. I liked the soundtrack. Some of the songs on the soundtrack were quite good. And that's really about all I can think that I liked about it. Like I said, it wasn't great. The whole runtime, which went way too long, there was nothing in the movie that was really that compelling. The characters were fairly bland, and I just didn't really care about what was happening to them, and particularly David, Miles Teller's character. I mean, you have his whole situation where his girlfriend has announced that she's pregnant, that sort of thing, and, you know, there should be some dramatic conflict going on there, but realistically, he starts off by lying to her, saying that he's, you know, in some kind of other business, and when she finds out and he tells her the truth, she's just like, okay. And then when she finds out that he's been lying more and more, you know, she's about to leave him, and then she's just like, okay, just don't lie to me again. And, you know, it was kind of like, well, what's actually happening here? This sucks. And the girlfriend character, played by Ana de Armas, man, she's a really bad actress. The only other thing I've seen her in was Eli Roth's Knock Knock, and she was pretty terrible in that as well, but I maybe put that down to the fact that it was kind of a bad movie, but no, she's really one-dimensional. Aside from that, some of the editing choices might have been a little bit poor. There was a scene set in like an outdoor cafe or something where Ephraim and David are having a talk to each other, and if you notice, it's pretty obvious, some of the background extras just keep changing or disappearing between shots, and it was really distracting. As far as the pacing in the film, the first act just lulled, and it really took a lot of time to sort of get into anything happening, and when you sort of actually have your first bit of, you know, dramatic conflict happening, then it started getting a little interesting in the second act, but by the third act it just dropped again. And I guess that was one of the things in the film. There was no villain, if you know what I mean. There was no antagonist who was sort of trying to prevent our protagonist from doing, you know, setting out to achieve what they were trying to do. And so, yeah, it just was really bland. So like I said, don't go into this movie expecting a comedy. You're going to be bitterly disappointed. And as far as the true story angle, it's only very loosely based on what actually happened from what I've read. I've done a little bit of research because I thought at least if the situations in the movie were real, then, you know, that might be a little more interesting. But from what I've read, it's largely fabricated for the point of, you know, storytelling. So I'm going to give War Dogs a 5 out of 10. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. I mean, I didn't want to tear my eyes out running screaming from the theater or anything like that. But, I mean, you know, it's one of those movies, while you're watching it, it's okay, but there's no point in ever watching it again. I'm probably going to forget all about it next week, and I definitely wouldn't own it on Blu-ray. So thanks for taking the time to watch my review. If you've seen War Dogs, let me know what you thought of it. Hopefully you might have liked it a little bit more than I did. In the meantime, if you're liking my reviews, please subscribe to my channel. Drop me some comments either here or on Facebook, because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. See you next time.
Hey you there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Click subscribe. You see the big word up the top that says subscribe? Well, click on it, Click on it now! Do it! Yeah! Yeah!